I appealed to the customer, give me only half an anna, and gave him 3 peppermints in return. If by chance I had happened to take 4 greens out of the big bottle, I swallowed the fourth in order to minimize complications. An eccentric cockerel in the neighborhood announced the daybreak, when probably it felt that we had slept long enough. It let out a shattering cry which made my father jump from his bed and wake me up. I washed myself at the wall, smeared holy ash on my forehead, stood before the framed pictures of gods hanging high up on the wall, and recited all kinds of sacred verse in a loud, ringing tone. After watching my performance for a while, my father slipped away to the backyard to milk the buffalo. Later, coming in with a pail, he always remarked, "Something really wrong with that animal this time. She wouldn't yield even half a measure today." My mother invariably answered, I know, she's getting wrong headed. That is all. I know what she will respond to," she said in a mysterious, sinister manner. Receiving the pail and carrying it into the kitchen, she came out in a moment with a tumbler full of hot milk for me. The sugar was kept in an old tin can which looked rusty but contained excellent sugar. It was kept on a wooden ledge on the smoke-stained wall of the kitchen, out of my reach. I fear that its position was shifted up and up as I grew older, because I remember that I could never get all that rusty can at any time except with the cooperation of my elders. When the sky lightened, my father was ready for me on the poil. Then there he sat with a thin broken twig at his side. The modern notions of child psychology were unknown then. The stick was an educator's indispensable equipment. "The unbeaten brat will remain unlearned," said my father, quoting an old proverb. He taught me the Tamil alphabet. He wrote the first 2 letters on each side of my slate at a time. I had to go over the contours of the letters with my pencil endlessly until they became bloated and distorted beyond recognition. From time to time, my father snatched a slate from my hand, looked at it, glared at me, and said, "What a mess! You will never prosper in life if you disfigure the sacred letters of the alphabet." Then he cleaned the slate with his damp towel, wrote the letters again, and gave it to me with the injunction, "If you spoil this, you will make me wild. Trace them exactly as I have written. Don't try any of your tricks on them." And he flourished his twig menacingly. I said meekly, "Yes, father," and started to write again. I can well picture myself sticking my tongue out, screwing my head to one side, and putting my entire body weight on the pencil. The slate pencil screeched as I tried to drive it through, and my father ordered, "Don't make all that noise with that horrid pencil of yours. What has come over you?" Then followed arithmetic. 2 and 2, 4, 4 and 3, something else. Something into something more into less. Oh God, numbers did give me a headache. While the birds were out chirping and flying in the cool air, I cursed the fate that confined me to my father's company. His temper was rising every second. As if in answer to my silent prayer, an early customer was noticed at the door of the hut shop, and my lessons came to an abrupt end. My father left me with the remark, "I have better things to do of a morning that make a genius out of a clay head."